Okay, a lot of people are having some issues getting these Merkury smart devices set up. One of my most popular videos is the setup of the smart bulb. So I've had some questions recently about the LED strip. So today I'm going to do a quick unboxing and setup tutorial on how to get that going. Check it out. I had a question on my channel about somebody who was having a lot of trouble getting this set up, and I know that the bulbs can be pretty difficult, and I haven't tried these out yet, so I thought, why not go and give it a try. Now I bought this from Walmart for about 20 bucks, and before I go any further, you can see here on the box, it works with Google Assistant and Alexa, and the app is available on Google Play and the App Store. And because this is the Chromebook channel, I will be using my HP Chromebook X360 to get this set up. Now, so here's what you're going to be getting in the box. It is about 6 feet of an LED strip. It comes on a spool. You get your on-off switch, which is what the power connects to on this side, and then your strip will actually plug into this port. It's a nice white color, I like that. Then you have a startup guide, and I'm not sure if this has any troubleshooting issues, but I know that it is not a very easy process to get this going. And then you get some adhesive strips and mounting brackets. I suppose if you want to put this on the underside of a desk or something like that. And then of course your power supply. Pretty simple, pretty standard. Okay, let me stop the video right here because I wanted to use my Chromebook to get this set up. However, the Chromebook is not supported by the app, so I have to switch over to my phone to finish the setup process. So let me just go ahead and switch over now. Alright, so I've already downloaded the Geeni app, and it had my credentials memorized from the last time I had the app installed, but I'm just going to log in. You will have to create an account if you do not have one already. Once you get logged in, it'll ask you to add a home. You select that, and you want to enter your home name. In this case, I'm just going to call it home. And then it asks for your location, and I'm only going to allow while using the app. That's your choice, and it gives you a little visual here just to confirm that it's an accurate location. And then it asks you to select which room the device is in. By default, they're all selected. I'm just going to unselect everything but the study room because I'm going to call this my office light later on. Now again, it is important to remember that you are using the 2 gigahertz Wi-Fi band when you're setting this up. It will not work on the 5 gigahertz. Now I wanted to switch over so you could see exactly how to set this light up with the physical light. So you want to pull up my screen here so you can see everything I'm seeing, and you can see that the app is asking to add a device. So click that, and then it asks what type of device you're going to add. This case it is smart lighting for the LED strips. So select, and it asks is it blinking rapidly, and you see I have my lights unplugged at the moment. So this is the connector port, and it's important that you connect this the right way because it will go in upside down, and it will not work if it's upside down. So I'm going to show you that as an example here in a second, but as I plug it in, you see the lights come on, but they are not blinking. Now this is a step that a lot of people get hung up on. If they're not on at all, again, check to see the orientation is correct on the adapter connector. So okay, flipped it around. Now I have a solid light. How do I make it start blinking? Blinking means it's in pairing mode. So what you're going to have to do is disconnect and reconnect the power supply 3 times, and you can't wait any longer than 10 seconds between each disconnect. Now you can see here on the 3rd reconnect, I'll wait a second, it'll flash 1 time, and then it starts flashing rapidly. It is now in pairing mode. And to get into AP mode, which is something that some of you may run into, from this point you connect and disconnect 3 more times, and be patient. It takes a second to get in pairing mode. Once you're in pairing mode, confirm it, and then it'll ask for your Wi-Fi password. Once you get that entered, hit confirm. And I'm just going to show you here that I am connected to 2G. See in the top left of my phone screen there. So I am going to confirm, and it's going to connect. Now, from my experience in the multiple times I've tried to get this working, if it takes more than 2 minutes, it's going to fail. Every time that I've had a successful connection, it gets to about 20-30%, and then it shoots to 100. So I would say if it's not fully connected within 2 minutes, you might as well go ahead and abort the process and start over. Okay, so now it tells you that your device has succeeded, and it gives you the option to edit with a little pencil there on the right hand side. You can change the name of the device to whatever you want, and like I said, I'm going to call this the office. Now, something to keep in mind is the distance you are from your Wi-Fi router. Whenever I first tried to get this set up, I ran into a bunch of issues with lag or failing to connect on the setup process, and it turned out to be that I was just too far from the router. I tried to do it in my office, and I'm about 30 feet from the router, and it's just too far for the Merkury lights to detect. Now you can see here that I am connected, and you can use the slider to select your color. And I'm just showing you this example that it is working. I do have it set up, and I have to say that I'm pretty happy with how this works. You're able to connect multiple strips together, and I wanted to go ahead and connect it to my Google Home Hub so I could use voice commands. To do that, you open your Home Hub app, in the top left hit the plus button and set up a new device, and it'll ask you to choose your location. So I chose my home, and it's looking for devices on the network, but it can't find any. I said, if you notice, I selected set up a new device. Well, we've already set this device up, so this is a mistake on my part, and I couldn't figure out why for the first couple of attempts, and then I realized that I was selecting the wrong one. So this is to set up a brand new device. Something like the LG bulbs or something like that work really well with this method. However, we've already connected and set up our Merkury lights, so we need to select have something already set up. What this does is give you a list of Google enabled apps, Google Home enabled apps, and we have to select the Geeni app. Now, it is easy to get lost in the navigation of these apps because there are so many, but you're looking for a blue circle with white lettering, and it is alphabetical. I actually missed it a couple of times trying to move too fast, but once you select the app, it's going to give Google permission to connect. So you authorize and give it a few seconds to link up. And if you press the back button, you can see that your office or my office light is set up in the Google Home app. Now again, it's important to remember that distance from your Wi-Fi router definitely plays a part, is what I've discovered. I think this is an issue that a lot of people run into. So if you're having trouble connecting, if you keep on failing in the connection process or the setup process, make sure that you are within a reasonable distance to your router. In this video, I'm probably about 10 feet from the router, and I had no lag or any kind of issue like that. So I tried to to launch a Google command to control the lights. I wanted to do a text input first, but that actually doesn't work. I'm using a Pixel 4 XL, which has the squeeze to enable assistant feature. Once I tried the typing, you can see that it just pulled up a search result. So I'm going to squeeze the device to activate Google Assistant. Let's see, pop up here in just a second. Just give it a squeeze. And I said, turn my office lights blue. And you can see it instantly switched them to blue, and then you can control the brightness from the Google Assistant app. So there you go. That's the setup process. You can also just go into the Geeni app. I'm not sure how well voice commands worked with iPhone. You can always go into the Geeni app and control your smart LED strip that way. Just another example, if you need to reset this strip, you can disconnect and reconnect 3 times. It will go into a pairing mode again. If you need to maybe forget a device or set it up as a new device later on. And then again, I'm going to show the AP mode, which is a slow blink. Notice I did it 3 times once to get into the rapid blinking, which is the pairing mode, and then from that point I disconnected and reconnected 3 more times, and it got it into AP mode. So my thoughts on the device overall, it's not exactly easy to get going. The setup, it could be very confusing to a lot of people. I even had trouble, and I mean, I mess with technology as a hobby. I'm always doing something with tech, and I had trouble getting this set up, so I can imagine for just an average person that it's a difficult process. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe, help my channel grow. I would greatly appreciate it. And if this was helpful to you, let me know. And if you have any questions about any other smart devices or anything like that, let me know. I will try my best to help you. But that pretty much does it for this video. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.